Storytime with Me TV, where books come alive. Deep in the heart of Maplewood Forest, a young badger named Jack lived in a burrow built from roots and dreams. His home was small, his days simple, but his heart beat with the rhythm of adventure. Each morning, Jack would poke his nose into the crisp air, sniff the wind, and listen. Listening not just with his ears, but with his whole soul, as though the forest held a secret just for him. One foggy dawn, while digging near an old oak stump, Jack's paw struck something hard. He scraped away the dirt to reveal a tiny wooden box, its lid etched with swirling leaves and vines. With a tremble of excitement, Jack opened the box. Inside was a silver whistle shaped like a curled fern, its surface warm to the touch despite the morning chill. Curious, Jack raised the whistle to his lips and blew gently. No sound came out, at least none he could hear, but the trees seemed to lean in, the wind stilled, and the forest listened. That night, Jack dreamed of voices, not words, but humming, soft and sorrowful, coming from beneath the roots of the forest. He awoke certain. The whistle had awakened something. Determined to uncover the truth, Jack set off deeper into Maplewood than he'd ever dared go before. With the whistle tied around his neck, he walked where the sunlight barely touched the ground. He passed whispering streams, ducked under tangled branches, and climbed mossy stones until he reached a grove he had only heard about in stories. The Grove of the Sleeping Stones. In the center of the grove stood a ring of ancient stones, half buried and cracked with age. Jack stepped inside, heart thudding, and blew the whistle once more. This time, the sound rang clear, a single note like silver wind. The stones trembled, and from beneath them rose a low melody, as if the earth itself were singing. As Jack listened, images filled his mind of a long-lost badger king who once ruled the forest, kind and wise, whose voice was said to bring peace to all creatures. The whistle, Jack realized, was the key to the forest's forgotten music, a song that had been silenced by time and buried in sorrow. He spent the day listening to the grove, learning the melody. Each time he blew the whistle, more of the song returned, like sunlight peeking through storm clouds. Animals began to gather. Squirrels, deer, owls, even shy foxes drawn by the haunting notes. None spoke, but all listened. Something ancient and gentle was returning to the forest. Jack returned every day, coaxing more of the melody from the stones. With each note the forest bloomed, trees greener, streams clearer, even the air felt lighter. One evening, a soft voice echoed in the grove. Not from an animal, but from the forest itself. It thanked Jack for restoring its song and called him the new guardian of the melody. The title warmed Jack more than any crown ever could. He wasn't rich in coins, but rich in purpose, and the entire forest seemed to hum with quiet joy. Back in his burrow, Jack hung the whistle on a branch above his bed. It glimmered faintly in the moonlight, a reminder that even the smallest badger could awaken great things. From that day forward, he roamed the woods not in search of treasure, but listening, always listening, for forgotten songs, hidden voices, and stories waiting to be unearthed. Whenever sadness crept through the trees, Jack would visit the grove and play the melody, soft and sweet, reminding all who heard it that hope never truly disappears. He became a legend, though he never sought to be. The animals whispered his name with reverence, and the forest flourished under his gentle care. Seasons passed, and Jack grew older, but his spark never dimmed. His days were filled with music, and his nights with dreams of harmony and light. Though his burrow remained humble, it was always filled with guests, young creatures eager to learn, to listen, and to believe. And when Jack finally laid down for his last sleep, the wind carried the melody across Maplewood one final time. A lullaby of love, from a small badger who changed everything.